Taking a look at basic attention token on the daily chart, you can see we have come back down here to retest the 618, which is a very good sign. You can see the 618 is lying around this area of consolidation, which really, in my opinion, is probably the best support for BAT. So BAT could have set the bottom here. We'll just have to see. It currently looks like we're trying to retest this area of resistance. So we could be forming something like this, a inverse head and shoulders pattern, and break this to the upside. You can see we've tested it quite a lot throughout this range here. So if we do, again, something similar where we have a heavy test of this area, we could very well break it to the upside, as we usually break areas of support or resistance to the upside or downside once we've tested it a bunch. Turn on the EMA ribbon as well as the Ichimoku cloud and zoom in here a little bit. You can see we have tested the EMA ribbon quite a bit throughout this the downside on the daily chart, so we definitely have some room to move up here. You can see we have tested it quite a bit throughout this range right here. So again, we could very well break this to the upside, but we do have some heavy resistance above us. So depending on how strong this move is out of here, we could be forming a new bull run relatively soon. Up down on the 4 hourly, things are actually looking pretty decent. We have turned the EMA ribbon green. We're currently trading above it. We did break the 200 EMA to the upside only briefly just to break back down below it, but we could test this again and fly out of here. We also have broken above the red Ichimoku cloud, which is another good sign. If we do bounce out of here again, we'll likely see some resistance at this red box of resistance, but it could be something like this, where we did back here before we break it to the upside. Hourly is looking a little crazy throughout this range, but for the most part, we have stayed above the EMA ribbon here and used it as support. Currently looks like we're coming back down to retest the Ichimoku cloud for some support. If we come back down here, find support, but don't make it above this high, we could be forming a head and shoulders pattern, which could send us all the way back down to this previous low. It's also worth mentioning we could be forming somewhat of a cup and handle formation here. So again, we'll just have to see how this plays out. This head and shoulders pattern could form the handle for this cup and handle, and we can move out of here. So something's up here. We have had a pretty strong retracement of around 86%. Now, whether we start a new bull run from here, we'll just have to find out, but we could very well be forming that inverse head and shoulders pattern that I mentioned. We'll just have to see. It is worth mentioning that we're up some pretty heavy resistance right now, so I probably wouldn't be piling into this. I would wait for at least a break above this red box of resistance and use it as support. And really, at that point, we will be trading within the Ichimoku cloud, which is technically a no trade zone. So honestly, it'd probably be somewhere up here at a 65 cents. If we do come back up to this red box of resistance and find a rejection that sends us lower, we'll likely test the golden pocket here a few times, maybe a couple bounces up to this green line here, or even the 0.5 level on the Fibonacci retracement before we break it to the downside. If we do break this to the downside, we'll see likely a move to the 786, which is sitting at 15 cents. This is all I have for basic attention token today. If you enjoyed this video, go hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, go and do so. If you would like to join the Discord, I will post the link into the description below. As always, this is not financial advice, and I'll see you in the next one.